Hello and welcome to this short video session about how to boost your e-com store revenue with personalized marketing. You probably have received one of our emails or you have seen one of our ads on social media and now you're curious to learn more about it. Well, the big question is how is it possible to increase your e-commerce store revenue by 20% or even more in the next 90 to 180 days without having to run more ads or finding new winning products? Well, this is the accelerate effect. And as Meg Whitman, president and CEO of Hewlett Packard, says, communication is at the heart of e-commerce. And that's true. Everything depends on communication. And that's the huge gap a lot of e-com stores have to close. And this is what we are going to discuss in this video. Now, the current struggles in e-com businesses, especially with average six-figure e-commerce stores or less, and their current communication strategy. What you find most of the times are cookie cutter emails, generic Shopify style product pages, no follow-up emails or irrelevant follow-up activities with customers. Now that's fact, right? So the communication lacks personalization and effectiveness. That's the truth, and many e-com businesses are focusing only on ads and rely on them, but this gets more expensive because there is a choice overload for users. And yeah, that's why you will need to spend more and more on ads because their users are switching brands easily. And you need to focus on a different side, which is like customer monetization. And for that, you need personalization and effectiveness. So with a generic approach, you won't be successful on a different level. That's true, because scaling your business needs something else than just running ads. So only high profitable e-commerce stores with a solid customized communication strategy and customer-centric messaging can say that communication is at the heart of their e-commerce store. So you need these two things: customized communication strategy and customer-centric messaging. Hi, my name is Christina Hoffman, and I'm an e-com brand communication expert. I've helped several clients skyrocket their revenue and conversions through a specific communication model, which includes psychological aspects like psychometric segmentation and psychometric communication, but many layers more. And I show you how you can do the same. And we will cover the three biggest mistakes that e-commerce stores are making when it comes to maximizing profits per customer. And I also reveal the two things that successful e-commerce stores have in their business that the ones that struggle do not have. And I'll outline a 4-step communication system that will maximize your revenue without running new ads or increasing any budget or uploading new products. So it is important that, you stay tuned here, because after that video, you will have a glimpse on what it takes to get it into your business within the next 90 to 180 days, depending on the maturity of your customer monetization activities. Now, my background: I have worked for some of the biggest corporates in Switzerland. Zurich is an international company, you might know it. And since 6 years, I'm running BrandMind. This is our agency analytics company, and we are focusing on customer insights and psychometric segmentation. You will learn more about this in this video. I have been invited to Shop Talk as one of the most 100 innovative startup female leaders worldwide to talk about our upcoming e-com software. And I'm also a teacher at the University of Applied Sciences here in Zurich, teaching customer behavior, customer insights, psychology, branding, but also marketing technology and AI. And we also published 2 years ago our online course in psychometric segmentation. You'll find it on Udemy. And I've been invited in BizNinja. This is Tyler Jorgensen's radio station to talk about our eCom software. You'll hear about this in a second here in this video. Okay, so who is this for? If you're an e-commerce store owner looking to have a personalized way to maximize profits per customer and increase your business to a new next level, then you're definitely right here. And you're going to love what I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes. Now, our ideal eCom clients are the top 3 business types that I'm going to show you here. Now, the first ones are e-commerce brand owners who want to stop relying on ads, because this is like one of the majority of e-commerce business owners. They are focusing only on ads to get traffic. But as I said initially, this is problematic because ads are getting more and more expensive due to high competition. So that means that users get a choice overload, they switch brands, and they either don't buy at all or they buy from your competitor. So that's why it's not a good strategy to focus only on ads in 2024 and so forth. And those ones who want to maximize cross-selling and upselling, who might have already a customer list, a big customer list, and want to monetize it. And of course, commerce brands aiming to maximize their repeat purchases per customer. Yes, and at the moment, businesses pay us thousands to double or triple their conversion rates in their campaigns, emails, and pages. Here is an example of Corner Card. As you can see, they said, okay, we worked with Brightman before and after COVID-19, and this approach helped us to rocket our transaction and volume level, overcoming the pandemic effect faster. So what we did there, where we implemented our system, we could increase their sales transactions by close to 15%. We tripled conversion rates right after applying our system. AMAG is one of the biggest online car dealer in Switzerland, and we boosted revenue by 15 million within 6 to 9 months. We doubled conversion rates, and everything after we implemented a lot of layers that I'm going to showcase you in a second. And finally, local search, we reduced the bounce rate by 40% and also doubled conversion rates, also right after we applied our system. So would your business benefit from at least half of these results? Let's say you only boosted sales by 5%, reduced bounce rate by 10%, and maybe only boosted conversions by 30%. Wouldn't that already boost your business? I guess so. So why does this approach work? Well, when it comes to personalized e-commerce communication system, it works because it targets, number one, customers who are ready to make a purchase. Why? Because you know all the information that helps you to identify the target group that is ready to purchase. And secondly, you provide the right product to the right target group with the right communication. So that's all. That's the reason why this approach works. And this works so effectively that we can reach those high numbers. And you might have never heard about this before because you're focusing on ads. But if you make this in an automated way, then this can get to a sales machine, an automated sales machine, okay? It works with any budget and is based on proven results. Now, the current industry situation is that many of them are struggling, okay? One of these 2 categories exist. So there are ones who are struggling to maximize profits per customer. These are the majority. And those thriving with a solid, customized communication strategy, adapting their pages, emails, and pop ups to visitors and buyers' behavior. That's a minority. Like the first point is the majority. I have talked to hundreds of e-commerce stores owners, and I've been in this industry for years. And I've realized that the successful ones have two key things in place, while others often lack one or both. Well, I already told you which ones these are, but I will repeat them over and over so that you understand. It's the customized communication strategy and it's a customer centric messaging part. So these are the two ones, right? Now, let me explain this whole topic from a different angle. Allow me to explain the story of how Elon Musk created the world's first cool electric car a few years ago. Back then, the electric car race was on worldwide to create the best electric car that could take people to anywhere without spending any money on petrol. Most people became obsessed with the battery life, with reducing the car's weight, minimalizing the whole design, or adding more and more eco-friendly, sustainable features. But what they all ignored was a simple, tiny thing that changed everything, which was a game changer, which is aesthetics. The reason why people buy a car is aesthetics. That's why this became a huge success overnight and it kind of changed the car industry from one day to the other. So pause for a moment. This is a big point and e-com stores behave similarly. Okay? The average e-commerce store owner is obsessed with adding more products, increasing their ad spend, but ignoring their system to convert e-commerce traffic into loyal, high-value customers. You see the parallel aspect of it? So, the game changer lies elsewhere. It's not that I'm saying ads are not good. You will always need ads, but it's not the only thing that you should focus on. The scalable sales machine is what you do with the traffic that is coming in, right? So there you'll have the game changer. Now, what you should know up front. So remember that successful e-commerce stores have two things in place. I just mentioned it: a solid customized communication strategy and a customer-centric messaging. These are the two things that are a game changer when it comes to increasing revenue. And this, of course, implemented in an automated customer monetization system. Now, at the moment, what you are familiar with is you generate sales with the traffic that is coming in, right? So this is what you are familiar with. But there's another option: generating a repeat sale from a buyer, okay? Because there you can implement personalized messaging very, very easily, and this leads to high profits and increase in revenue per customer. So we will focus only on this second one within the next few minutes. Now, if you're not making the income you want in your e-commerce business, let me ask you these two questions. What's your current conversion rate in your store? And what's your repeat customer rate? If you don't know the answer to this, then of course you are at the right place here, because then you understand already how crucial that is. Now, what are the rainmakers? Rainmakers in the e-commerce game have a personalized method for maximizing profits per customer. So what does that mean? They know crucial numbers down to the dollar. They know their cost to acquire a client, which is way more than just the ad spend. It includes all the activities that you need to do to even create the ad and to run the ad, okay? So it's a lot more than that. And you need to understand the customer lifetime value. So what's the customer lifetime value? I guess that the majority doesn't even know what that is. It defines your margin per customer during every customer lifetime with your store. Now, this is a type of segmentation which helps you strategically to manage different customers based on different levels. So you can nurture customers that are staying longer with you and leaving more money in your store with much better offers, for example, than the ones that are just coming in and going out. So while some are looking for a new rabbit out of their hat, rainmakers are spending a predictable amount to generate sales and profits with exactly that approach. Now, how does the system work that we are offering? Well, there are two ways. Number one is here on the left, and I will guide you through. Well, on the one hand, you have a customer monetization system that you need to build up. And this is depending on the existing customer list that you already have, which includes, I guess, the transactions of your past clients. And to build that customer monetization system, it needs several steps. And the first step that we always conduct is a deep dive audit of your status quo customer monetization activities, which includes customer marketing strategy, customer insights, customer data, and segmentations. There are different layers of segmentations. Customer loyalty programs, processes, and marketing technology. Marketing technology includes marketing automation tools, CRM. So you need to have certain processes in place because these will help to automate the whole business. So you see, it's nothing simple to really get to a huge next level in revenue. You need to have some work done on the customer monetization part. But this is the first step. So we go ahead and do a deep dive audit of your status quo of the customer monetization activities. Now, after that, we will know the gaps where you are at the moment and where you want to go, right? And the next step would be then to join our coaching program, Ascendify, where based on our experience, the majority of what I just described is missing. So that's why we start to redefine or define the customer marketing and communication strategy and plan. And this includes all aspects that I just mentioned, plus the introduction to psychometric segmentation. Psychometric segmentation is the following. It is the matching of our psychological model that we have empirically developed, especially for marketing purposes, with your customer list so that you have that in your CRM and you can segment that whenever you want. And we train you how to then communicate per psychological type to have a much more effective communication towards your customer via newsletters, email campaigns, whatever. So this is like then the next step, like first identifying the gap based on the status quo and where you want to go, and then joining our coaching program, Ascendify, where we will help you define the customer marketing and communication strategy and plan. And if this is all set and we know where to start, because this is individually differently, right? Because one e-commerce store can have already a huge customer list with a lot of data, but is lacking just like, for example, some customer loyalty programs, some specific layers of segmentation. So this is a different level, for example, than someone who has nothing yet in place, just transaction data, and even that not properly stored. So depending on the maturity of your customer monetization system, we will adjust the level of the coaching program, Ascendify. Now, the next step in the coaching program is catalytics. And in catalytics, we will start then to first implement activities based on your individual needs that we analyzed in number 1 and number 2 to start increasing customer sales through personalized customer communication. Right? As I just said, depending on where your level is, we need to then also decide, okay, where are we going to start with first implementations? And then the fourth coaching program, Momentum, goes into, okay, when you will decide, okay, I would like to build a fully automated customer monetization system, which takes for sure 1.5 years to have that in place, right? Because there are many layers to get there. Then we will help you to build everything up in depth, what was developed in the customer marketing and communication strategy, so that in the end you have a fully automated customer monetization system, including everything. Insights, data, segmentations, loyalty programs, processes, and marketing technology. So this is concerning your customer list, the left side here. Now on the right side, we are focusing on new traffic. And this is actually where you're working at the moment, right? You are working on generating new traffic through ads. And what Brandmind developed is an online virtual sales assistant. And what this online virtual sales assistant does is pre-qualifying your traffic as soon as they land on your site and they are browsing around. And through a pop-up option, we can identify their personality type with only one question. So, and why are we doing this? We want to be able to present pages and messages in a way that resonate with the visitor's behavior and preferences. So, and this information, when we gather the personality type, will be stored in your CRM marketing automation tool, right? So every new client that is coming through your store will have that psychological typology in your marketing automation tool, so that you can always segment and then follow up in email. So it's a closed loop, as you can see. So on the one hand, we help you convert with very crucial customer insights, which is the psychological type and their preferences, and help them to get fast to the desired product on your store. And then on the other side, store that information in your CRM marketing automation tool, and then running emails out of this to get this customer very fast into the next cross-sell or upsell. So the idea here of the online virtual sales assistant is to boost conversion rates and sales instantly. And once they become a client, they follow up emails and they will receive ultra customized emails and communication to maximize conversion rates again. It's a closed loop. On the one hand, it's like, what can we do on the front end on your store with the online virtual sales assistant? And on the other side, having your customer list, what does it take to monetize and scale that part into a new business? So these are the two ones that go together. And this is the system, actually. And as you can see, there are many layers to it. And yeah, someone who promises something differently is not honest. So there are a lot of layers in there, and there is a lot of work and commitment to do and to go that way, right? It's not just sending an email and then increasing revenue by 100, 200%. It's not gonna work, okay? So it's much more complex. You need to have strategic elements in place to be able to decide who is getting which communication. You remember what I said in the beginning? You need the right product to the right target group with the right communication, and ideally in an automated way, okay? To have all of this, it needs a little bit of setup. Okay, now, get the formula you need now. So when you have a system like this, you can unlock the code to printing money from your e-commerce store. That's the game changer, right? That's the key that you need to unlock, yeah, a new level of success. Just my clients, Amma, Corner Card, etc., that I showed you in the beginning, who achieved a significant increase in profits per customer. You have to have the right system to do this, to get these results, to be honest. Of course, you can try to do that alone, right? You can take that information and try to do that alone, hire developers or freelancers to implement it. But there are, this is really the truth, there are more than 1 million possible combinations how to do that, right? You need to know exactly which product, which communication to which target group and when. Okay, and this is not that easy, especially when designing communication parts. You know this from running ads. You need to test a lot, and you need someone aside who knows that to save time, right? Alone, you'll be lost. That's my experience working with many e-commerce store owners, because even corporates, and I've worked also with corporates with way more resources than you have, or the freelancers you're working with, aren't able to implement this on their own. It's not possible, right? Too much knowledge that is not in-house, right? And even working with freelancers, it's difficult because some of them are just focused on one layer of it, but you need a more holistic point of view, and etc. So alone and just managing some freelancers is very difficult, because you need to have a lot of knowledge to bring that really, to success. Or you can do it the easy, smart way and just get the code to unlock it and get the result inside your business immediately. So that's the smart way. Because otherwise you lose a lot of time, you lose a lot of money, right? And not even having the results you want. And this is also my experience developing a software. I can tell you, doing everything alone will really, you will throw money outside of the window. It takes so long, and others are much faster in getting to the next level of revenue. So why should you attend the call? Well, we will be focused on a specific and custom tailored strategy and execution to help you solve the two biggest problems that most e-com stores have: a lack of personalization and failing to understand why their customers buy from them in the first place. Why do people buy from your brand? This is a crucial question. You need to know why people buy from you, or you need to set the standard so that people know why they buy from you. Because you remember initially I said competition is hard. So there are a lot of competitors in the market, and it's increasing, right? So cost of ads are increasing. People get choice overload, so people need to know why they should come to you. This is important because this helps you then to improve your communication, personalization even more. Now again, who is this for, this call? This is for e-commerce brand owners who are already in business and making some sales and are able and willing to invest. Typically, they're looking to minimize their reliance on ads, okay? And maximize the customer lifetime value. Again, customer lifetime value is optimizing your margin per customer and customer lifetime. And additionally, this is also for people who know that they're good at what they're doing and they truly believe that they can dominate their niche and make a high 6-figure, even 7-figure income doing it. So this, if you see yourself in there, then you're at the right place for this call. But as you know, we need to have a good fit. Knowing that we're a good fit is crucial because I like to get all of my clients' results and work with them for the long term. So to do that, I need to get them a real and lasting return on investment. This is the key. It should not be a one-time shot, right? It should be a lasting return on investment. So for that, you need to be willing to invest in a longer period because as I just told you, it's not one or two emails and then you get to those results. It's not gonna happen. You need to have a strategic decision where you say, okay, I want to get to the next level, but for that I need to start to build an automated customer monetization system which includes personalized marketing, and for that you need a lot of layers to set up. And there are some people who I can't help, and if that's the case, I will let you know 100%, because it doesn't make sense, right? I honor your time, I honor my time. It doesn't make sense. Now, what is the next step? The first step is to complete an application for a private strategy session with me. And you can find the link for that below in the description box. You'll see there a link, and then click on it, take action, and then you'll find further further information how to proceed. This application is necessary to determine if I can help you and that I'm the best person to help you maximize profits per customer. And I need to see that you're ready to step up, commit, and take the action required to generate the results. That's important. So, what happens after your application? Once I receive your application, you'll be able to schedule a slot with me to conduct your strategy session. And at the end of the call, one of two things can happen. You'll either be a fit and I'll extend an invitation to work with me as one of my clients, or if it's not a good fit, that's totally okay too. If we are a good fit for doing business together right now, I've had numerous applications in the last month alone. So this opportunity is extremely limited. Take that opportunity, benefit now, and let's see if we can elaborate your current situation and how I can be of help to help you to get to that next level. Okay, go and complete your application now. As I said, there's a link below in the description box. I've had over 100 e-commerce store owners apply in the last month. So this opportunity is, as I said, extremely limited. And I also can work with just a few people, right? We have a limited number of clients at a time. And right now, a significant portion of those spots are currently taken. I'm looking to fill the next few ones as quickly as possible. So please understand that this window of opportunity won't be available for long. Those who have the ability to make the decisions and act quickly are the most likely to get results fast, right? So you need to be willing and able to change something to really get to that next level of revenue, because you can't achieve that just with ads or with just one or two emails or social media or whatever. So you need a system, you need a strategic, solid system. And for that, you need to have a partner at your side. Okay, so what are the concrete next steps? If you feel like this is right for you, go ahead and apply right now to see if you qualify. Click on that link below in this video. It's in the description box. And then follow the instructions on the next page, and see you on our next eCom growth strategy call.